I have said on numerous occasions that we do not have anywhere near as bad a recruitment crisis in education than we do retention. There are more qualified teachers in England working outside of education than working in it. We've all seen the headlines around how 1 in 5 teachers leave within 2 years, or 1 in 3 leave within 5. But I recently read an article on the TES which really opened my eyes to a demographic which is one of the largest leaving the profession, and how the motherhood penalty is driving these teachers to quit. The largest cohort to leave education last year were women aged 30 to 39. This is not a new thing. It's a trend that's been consistent since 2017-18. Now, the obvious assumption is that this bulge in leavers was maternity related, and anywhere between 48% to 90% of the female teachers in this bracket are mothers, but they can't say specifically how many. What is clear is that the stereotype of teaching being compatible with family life is misguided, with thousands of mother teachers leaving the profession each year, which begs the question, can you be an effective teacher and a really good mum? Now, in a perfect world where teachers are trusted to do the job they're capable of doing, I would say yes, that is possible. However, in the current system we have, I think so many teachers feel that is impossible. Hence, this motherhood penalty contributing to the gender equality we see in education. Women in education overall suffer from a gender pay gap of 18.1%, with significant increases seen from classroom teacher headship level between the ages of 35 and 39. What's more is that women, who make up 3/4 of teachers, account for just 60% of leaders. In secondary schools, only 40% of head teachers are women. Now, the maternity teacher/paternity teacher project did a study where they surveyed over 500 female teachers aged between 30 to 39 who had left the profession, looking into the reasons why. And unsurprisingly, would you believe it, workload topped the bill for the reason why these teachers left. Now, I've said this before, nothing changes your perspective more on your life as a teacher than when you become a parent. Now, that is not me saying therefore you become a better teacher. In a lot of cases, the opposite. But what it does is it just changes your perspective, and all of a sudden, your working life cannot be the absolute priority all of the time. You have to juggle and balance your time between the job and being a parent. Now, because of our ridiculous education system that does overwork teachers, teachers are working over 57 hours a week. It says here, experience does not reduce teacher workload, but rather highlights exactly how unmanageable it is when it conflicts with the non-negotiable commitments of motherhood. Probably one of the only examples where I like that use of the phrase non-negotiable. Other reasons, such as lifestyle choices, wanting a better work-life balance, mental health and well-being, because of that teacher guilt, the fact that we are pressured to feel that we should be working every moment, every waking hour, and that conflicts with those family commitments. They were all in the top 5 reasons. And also pressure from educational monitoring bodies, Ofsted, or school leadership, lack of flexible or part-time arrangements in teaching, which is, I keep coming back to that. This is a big issue that needs solving if we're going to improve retention. And obviously, the ridiculous costs and logistics of childcare and nursery fees, where for some people, actually, it costs more to put a child in nursery for the day than what you would earn in a day as a teacher. As I mentioned, how flexible working is an issue. Part-time positions, which are overwhelmingly filled by women, contribute to the gender pay gap and are used as solutions to unmanageable workloads and a justification for limiting women's progression within the sector. And in some cases where flexible working is granted, it can be implemented badly, which just sees a slower exit of female mid-career teachers from the profession. So I've agreed with so much in this article, but creating life-friendly schools, it just means thousands of amazing, talented, experienced and hardworking teachers will hopefully remain active and a vital component of the workforce. Always, I'd love to hear from you. If you think you've got the balance where you are a great teacher and a great mum, is there any little hack or tip you can give others? Whereas if you feel you're in that bracket of the 30 to 39 who just feels it's a conflict, you can't be a good mum and an effective teacher in this current education system, so you are one of those statistics, what were the main contributing factors for you? What is it that caused you to leave? And can there be a solution to this issue? What would the solution be? I'd love to hear your thoughts.